So on Sunday, the Supreme Court made a decision in what's called the Chevron Deference case. Essentially, what was going on was there was this regulation that required certain fishing vessels to have like an overseer on board. And the worst part is that these fishing companies were responsible for paying for that federal agent to be on their boat. Essentially, what the Supreme Court decided was that forcing these fishing companies to pay for regulators on their boats was bullshit. And the reason is because it all comes back to this idea of what's called the Chevron Deference. So what is the Chevron Deference? Basically what happened then was there was this case that was Chevron versus the National Resources Defense Council, or the NRDC. Ultimately, what was determined was that when there are ambiguous statutes in legislation, courts trying to interpret those ambiguous statutes were legally required to defer their interpretations to federal agencies. So something's a little bit ambiguous, you're not sure, it's not entirely clear, you just have to go with the agencies. The courts can't interpret things on their own, and a lot of people have been upset about that over the past 40 years or so.